Hello everybody, First Month is here, finally with some conclusion video about the folders. I hope you've seen all that folder tests outside, include the Mackinac Hunter, because it was done maybe a year before, I'm not sure now, a year ago. I can't remember now, but you can find it if you like it. I recommend it because I really do like the knife, but carry on. So if you've seen that tests video, and if you've seen that first video, I mean where the details, price, etc. What I didn't with the knife actually, and I normally do not these in my test, is some kind of rope cutting, and also I bought that kind of belt, something like this one, which is 2 millimeters wide. So I believe even this is 2 millimeter also. Actually, it wasn't the plan, but it can hold something. You know, this is really strong, especially if I double it. So this is just, I said, something for you to see something else, maybe kind of bit action here. So let's go for it. So carry on. I will call these more as urban tasks, which I have some, how to say, some. I did when I did some how to say it, rating for that knife, for all these knives. I made some categories, and one of the category is urban tasks. One of something as an urban, I count these cutting these ropes and these belts, of course, box opening and these things. I don't have any box here actually, but if you've seen the tests, all tests plus this, I think it can tell you how good or even bad, if it's that, these knives are. So Mackinac Hunter, so 2 millimeters. Wow, that was really nothing. So I will double it. I don't want to waste that much rope because I can see how necessary it is. As you can see, it was just the belly, so there was the 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters. I'll try this. Okay, 3 of them. I'm saving the material. I'm not holding them properly. Yeah. So one of them fly off. So generally all of them was cut through. I'm saving the material because I don't need. I don't think. Sorry. I think this is a waste of the material because all of them can do it. But okay, I'll do it in this way. So we gotta. This is very easy, of course, because of the recurve, Emerson Commander. So I got 3 of them, so 6 millimeters. Sorry guys, sorry. As I said, I am not doing this one normally because I believe this is just really detailed. Yes, it was very easy. Zero tolerance 0200. I got a 1 there. Okay. Here I need to push more. It doesn't mean it couldn't slice, but the angle, the steep angle on the here on the edge, I mean with the secondary bevel is very the secondary bevel is too high. It's, I think, 1.2 millimeters, which normally if I got a knife which I say it sliced good is 0.8 of millimeters, so it's very thick for that. So try again. Yeah, this is not that easy. I need to push, you know, not that easy. You know, that's the thing. It is easy enough, and as I said, I will not do this one. So just I'm making another one. This one. The first fail, if I was saying in that way, was because I I expected some cutting power like that two folders before, but because the steep angle, as I said, needs two more like more power. Otherwise, there's no problem with it. I got another one, zero tolerance Emerson 0620 one. So two of them. So try to save this also. There are three. Yes. So all of them can do it, as you can see, but you know. Okay. Anyway, I got something more. This could be more hard because this is really thick. I don't know what this one can hold, but this probably it can hold my weight. So, piece of cake. So, okay, I tried with this one. I will double it. So Emerson Commander, easy. Sorry, I'll keep it in order. This one. I'll try two with the, I'm going back to Mackinac Hunter with two. Easy. So, and what this one was there. So, easy. Go back to the Emerson Commander for two. This is 1 and 2. Easy. This one could be maybe the knife with more problems, and it wasn't actually. Well, but maybe it was my fault. So okay, I'll do it in this way. Okay, now the Emerson Commander, Emerson Zero Tolerance 0200 again. Yes, so that was the previous was short, so I couldn't hold it properly. So, and the last thing is to slice through with Zero Tolerance Emerson Collaboration 0200. That was so much waste here. So that was the one again, and now so that was something, as I said, I am not doing these tests normally because I believe all this is not important, because everybody knows. After that, what I did outside with these knives, I can do it properly here. So go. That was the only action today. I'm sorry about that. What I made, I made some help for me. So I got the 4 knives, and I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories, which rating my person, that's important. My personal rating is 1 to 10. I don't have knife even maybe 5, you know, but I believe there are knives kind of, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, maybe other thing. I don't know what it'll be, some kind of cheaper, I know, kitchen knife for £1 or $1, Okay, doesn't matter. So categories was easy to carry, firstly. So first the winner, easy to carry 7 to 10. 7 out of 10. Sorry, 7 out of 10. Why? Because it's heavy. It's very heavy. I mean, compared to these, it's going close to this knife. This is 180, I think it was. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was 180 grams. So quite heavy. Not the zero tolerance out 200 is even more heavy. So 7 to 10, 7 out of 10 because of the weight. Other thing is good. The clip is stiff, I would say. The Emerson Commander, I when I had it last time, I stuck it somewhere, the clip, and it was open. I didn't set it back again, as you can see, but I can't imagine if something like that happened with this cold steel, because that's really stiff. That's really kind of massive clip. Okay, so 7 out of 10. Emerson Commander is, maybe somebody will not agree, is 6.5 out of 10. Why? Because maybe if you remember, the knife as a general carry is alright, but problem is that it will destroy your trousers, as I said. So, and that's for me something. So I don't want to buy trousers every year, just because to carry this knife. Otherwise, I mean, the size, weight, etc., these things is fine. But I think that's really big problem if you buy a knife and which destroys your trousers every year. That's too much for me. Okay, zero tolerance, 0200, 5 out of 10. I think everybody understands this is a huge knife and heavy. This is simply a huge knife. And it's really heavy. It's really heavy. 240 grams, as I said, or somewhere there. It's very close to my Lion Steel M5 fixed blade, so very heavy. So that's why. And 8 out of 10. So winner in this category is this Emerson Zero Tolerance 620, as I said. Why? Because it has nothing of these. It's small, like this one, with very similar weight, but it has not that problem because this is my EDC. I mentioned it outside, and I don't have any problem with my trousers. I mean, there's something, there's some hole or something like that made of this knife. So that's why this is winner, because this knife is now, as I said, for me it's kind of gentleman knife. And before that time, I had the mindset for this knife before many years. Now this one replaced this one, because this is now like modern version of the Emerson. I know that this is the recurve. They made Emerson making these CQC 7 or something like that. I'm not sure. I mean Tantos. So anyway, this is the winner in the category for me. Safety, that's very important, guys. I think all of you will agree. This 3-ad lock is simply the strongest out of these, and I set it for 9 out of 10. Why? Because I believe there could be, if they work, always. I don't have anything in my category 10 out of 10, because I believe there still could be improving. You know what I mean. But for me, if I will have a 3-ad lock on all my folders, I will be very, very happy. So this is the strongest out of all, because even with the tests, as you see, there was nothing, simply nothing happened with the knife, even after the hardest test I did with these, with the folders, I mean. So 9 out of 10. Emerson Commander, well, you can still see this liner lock more down. It shouldn't be like that. Is 6 out of 10. And yes, so it is the baddest, as I said, lock out of these knives. I'm sorry, Emerson. Next is Zero Tolerance 0200. Why this one? Also because the liner lock. If this one will be frame lock, I think this one could be, there will be swap, which will be, I'll tell you after short time. What I do like is the guard. As I said, this is something I'm counting as a plus. That's why it is 7, not 6. That's why it is, because the fail of lock is same on these, but this one has the guard. So if anything happen, my fingers are guarded, protected. Okay, and a zero tolerance Emerson 0620, 8 out of 10 is because it's not that strong as this 3-air lock, but it's definitely more strong the liner lock. This one is still a little bit move, not a little bit. You can see it, but it's not that bad. So the liner lock, the frame lock here is stronger than the frame locks and the liner locks on these two knives. Sorry about the guys. So frame lock, yes. Liner lock, I would avoid any liner lock if possible. I got some another cheap folder in my mind. Maybe I'll buy it just because it is not expensive. It's quite cheap, I say, for the folder. It's very good for folder task for normal people. So just to have it with me to help in the kitchen when you do some barbecue and these things. But I will not count that under the. I will not tell you now because maybe you see the video. And that will be not definitely meant for some kind of surviving tactical blah blah blah, but these are in that category for me. So 8 out of 10. So winner, cold steel Mackinac Hunter. This one is the second, third, and the last one. Okay, urban tasks. So I think unfortunately you can see just these things what I did with this cord. Paracord, no, it's not paracord, with the cord and this belt. As I said, now exclude these things you've seen here. It's just I'm telling you my experience because I carry all of these now. I've got, quite say, at least months of experience with this and years with the others. So I hope I know something about these. And so urban tasks, 8 out of 10. It can do lots of things, of course, but okay, I will keep it in for next category or for the other category. So nothing. So out 8 of 10, it can do lots of things. It can do open box opening, these things. As I said, the knife is kind of heavy. That's okay because I need to mention it. It needs to be opened generally by 2 hands, but after short time. Okay, Emerson Commander. 8.5 out of 10. So it's better than this one for me, and that's because recurve helps, as you can see, for these tasks, and one hand opening. Zero tolerance, 7 out of 10. Zero tolerance 0200. That's why you've seen you really need to be stronger with these pushes. I mean, with the slice, because the steep angle. This knife is meant to be more kind of military knife and not really urban knife in my eyes. That's what I think. And zero tolerance Emerson 0620, 8 out of 10. Why? I do like this one, but for the slicing and even for easy sharpening, this is the wedge sharpening. We know Emerson is more sharpened from one side generally. There's grinding from one side, from both sides, and then the one stays, and just the another one is sharpened to the side. Why this is good? Because you can make it sharp fast. Just you simply sharpen on just one side. Actually, I break the rule. I did kind of, you see that kind of sharpening from the other side, but not really. Still, as you can see here, it is still sharpened more from this side, but it helps. Urban task, you don't want to carry about that. So even the maintenance, as I mentioned it, you need just normal flat screwdriver, normal Phillips this size to maintain the knife. So everything. So that's why this is for me winner in this category, and this is on the second position. Or okay, I got Urban. These two are on the same position. I actually can tell you right now why I mentioned that. These are the same. Both of them can do the thing. Oh, I know that. Difference is this one hand opening, but this is hollow grinded, and as you can see, it's sliced through materials like nothing else. Even you can be in the kitchen with it. This is good. The Elmax steel, of course, is great, but also the steep angle is not that bad, but you can feel it if you slice some let's say if you do food prep or something like that. This angle isn't exactly that good. This is absolutely great. So that's why. So they are in similar position, but from different reasons. Bushcraft tasks. Okay, Mackinac Hunter 8.5 out of 10, because listen, I can do everything with batoning, going through some logs, food prep, just carving. Excellent triad log. So excellent. And 8.5 out of 10. 8.5. That's something else. If that will be, as I said, if that will be better steel, better steel, doesn't matter. S35 VN now, even maybe it was just something better than AUS 8. I mean, I do like now. Lion Steel M5 is made out of steel. I can remember. CPN 3V, of course. You know, it will increase the price, definitely, but that's great. Okay, Bushcraft 8.5 out of 10. Emerson Commander, you've seen that lock failed, and that's something what is not good for me. And something else, when I hold this knife for a long time, I feel these corners stuck it in my fingers. So this is not really comfortable knife for a longer time using carving. I did it. I did many things with it, but I wasn't happy. I felt really pain on my fingers and my palm. So you can do it, but this is not made for it. So 6.5 out of 10. Zero tolerance 0200. This is 8 out of 10. So it's very high score here. Why? Because this is very good for long time handling. Very good for long time handling. Better than this one. But DH, this is better for slicing, as you can see here. And we got zero tolerance 7.5 out of 10. Better than this one because the frame lock, because the material, I mean the Elmax steel is good. You know, I know for slicing materials the recurve helps, but this one when you do some carving, you got a small belly. You got actually small belly here. You got a good strong tip, and you got a flat cutting part. So it's very good, and it's better in handling than this one. Not exactly good as, for example, this one, but still in better category. That's why it is 7.5, and the Emerson was 6.5. So we got a winner. Mackinac Hunter here in this category. Emerson second is zero tolerance 0200. Then this zero tolerance Emerson, and last is Emerson Commander in this category. Okay, self-defense, and that was the category which I mentioned. Self-defense, Mackinac Hunter 7 out of 10. Why? Because even it has a point, it has sharp edge and everything, you need to open it with two hands. I'm not saying you can't some pull it and open it with one hand, as I know, if you grab it, oops, yeah, if I stay, it's better. I got a tablet here, so I don't want to break it or something. Okay, so I can do it, but anyway, in the self-defense situation, it's too slow. Okay, 7 out of 10. So because when it's open, it can do anything what these can do. Emerson Commander, maybe surprisingly 7.5 out of 10. So quite good score, 7.5, because you can open it fast. Sometimes this wave, sometimes annoying me because there are different trousers, and on some of them you say, oh, that's the wave, it's great, and you take another trousers and it doesn't work exactly as you want it. So the wave is some kind of yes and not sure, but okay, is there. It helps to open when you grab it. Okay, but we've seen, that's why this is not that high score. Otherwise you can expect when you're handling, okay, it's good, but we've seen the fail of the lock. That's something I don't like. Okay, 0 tolerance 0200, 8 out of 10. It will be generally as this one, but the lock is kind of stronger than the one, even is still liner lock plus the guard. That's why it's a high score than Emerson. And we got this one, 8 out of 10, so the same. So these two, 8 out of 10, then this one, and in this category, this is the last one. This is actually something I really want to have, and I've got it with me if I need to be in some, if I need to, sorry, that was a really bad thing. If I unfortunately will be in some situation where I will need to use knife in self-defense, so this knife out of this is better because it has the color, which is not seen as a sharp tip, relatively light, relatively easy to deploy, I mean, compared to these knives. So this could be probably the choice number one for me, but I'm counting these two the same position. This one because the better grip and more safe using, and this one for easy carry and sharp tip and these things. Okay, that's basically it. So I got a value versus price now, which like general. I counted all these points, and believe me or not, it wasn't planned, but I got just two results out of these 4 knives. And I believe it's like that. So I tell you right now, 39.5, well, I counted all these, 39.5, this one. Then Emerson Commander, 35, 0 tolerance 0200, 35, and 0 tolerance 0200, 39.5. So these two are these two, and these two are same in this number, and it is I counted into these materials. This is the materials. I know it's a 39.5. This is kind of cheaper material out of these, of course, but the point is, that's why, because it is value versus price. There are not so good materials, but price was much more cheaper than these, because as I said, this one was the most of expensive, then probably this one, then this one. These are very close, and then this one. And as I said, I can buy in money I paid for this knife. I can buy 3.5, I think, or definitely over 3 Ds for one price. This one has kind of damaged lock. This one, etc. This is still the same. So, okay. And these, as I said, these are very similar price, zero tolerance. These are very, there was just, I don't know, maybe 20 bucks was different price on this. So if this knife was much more expensive than these, is this one worth money? Today, no. Today, definitely no. So if I would buy this knife again for the money, no way, no way, no way. So okay, I'm glad I got a knife because in the time it was great, but it stays at home now. It's like collectible piece. About this one, as I said, maybe you can buy this knife somewhere still as a new one, as a new one. I mean, still. Will I buy this one again? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. It is not bad knife, definitely. For the price, I even compare this one, definitely no. But probably I will need to have more like mindset for the knife. As I said, it will be great backup folder if you got it in your bag, somewhere in your car, you know, in your backpack, somewhere there where you know, maybe you said, okay, maybe I need to take this one, or I will stay somewhere with my car or somewhere there and I don't have another knife and this one is still there and I need a knife which I can kind of rely. Okay, we spoke about that, the liner lock here, if it moves a little bit there, so now it's safe. So in this way, and I can split some wood, I can do some, maybe I need to stay somewhere overnight if I need some self-defense tool, if there is nothing else, well, then yes. But if I buy it as a primer knife, even folder, no. If I buy it as a tactical knife, no. There are so many options today, not before time. So okay. About, okay, Mackinac Hunter, will buy this one again? Yes. If I can tell you right now, I will recommend, and I do recommending this knife for everyone who wants to buy not that expensive folder. You know, anyway, I got so many guys around me which I said this is the cheapest knife. I said, hey, how much is that? So I tell them the price about. I said, you're crazy. And no, you know, we are different knife people. You know, this is different story for us. So out of these, definitely super cheap, and I will recommend this knife for everyone. For everyone who wants not that tactical knife, because otherwise I would say this one, for example, but for the rest of the things, for camping, hiking, even as an EDC on say, let's say in a camp somewhere there, yes, this one definitely I'll recommend this knife. Unfortunately, it is not available, as I know now. I miss, they do lots of folders now, I mean cold steel, with great steels, better steels with 3-yard lock, but they got G10 handles, and I like to have these thick steel liners which can survive so many abuse, and they did. So that's why I like to have something this classical folder with the steel on it, better steel on the blade, nothing else change. I mean, just better steel on the blade. That's it. Okay, and if I will recommend this knife, zero tolerance 0200. Yes, it is my newest, as I said. This is my newest out of these. I got it, I don't know, a couple of months as a EDC, as I said. It's tested in forest, it's tested in town. I use it generally here. And if I will recommend it, yes, definitely. It's not cheap. This is not cheap. As I said, out of these was only this one was the expensive. So will I buy this one again? Probably, yeah. At the moment, I would say yes. I didn't see any big fail. Just the frame lock, as I said, a little bit moved, but there's nothing wrong. I like it. Great materials, great handling, good EDC. As I said, there's no big problems, no big issue with my pocket or somewhere like that. Is when I'm using it in my work, what I do, it holds holds edge very, very great. I actually put some new edge on it, but not because it needs to be, but I did regrind so many knives, so I said, okay, come on with me, I'll do it here. So it's just a little bit, so but it doesn't need it. That's very, very important. So gentlemen, I'm sorry, it was kind of longer, but about 4 knives. So these are, I believe, very good, but in time disappointing compared to everything change, and not really the price, not that much the price, but definitely materials are same and everything is this Emerson Commander. Even if I do like the concept of easy carry, as I said, what I most like on this knife, the recurve blade is great. So many knives got recurve blade. Anyway, I do like it. It really helps when you slice through something. It helps. But you know, there is lots of things to improve on the knife. I mean, compared to materials, you know, something. And for the price, definitely, because if we say, okay, these two are, I think today in a similar price, I would go for this one. Why? For 154 cm steel, liner lock, you know, it looks kind of cheap. I'm not saying it is, definitely it's not, but you know, I'll buy this one. You know, if they put, this kind of, sorry, Elmax steel, this blade, exactly made this blade, put it in here, made of Elmax for this frame and everything. Well, why not? Why not? Definitely for the same price. For the same price. Because otherwise, you know, it's something like you want to sell 20 years old models. It doesn't mean the problem isn't in the model as like it is. Problem is with the materials and what you want to do, what you want to sell for the money. If you want to say 154 cm steel, you know, just one-sided for sharpening, you know, these G10s, which is today average material, is nothing super on it. These liner lock, and for the money, after 20 years, in that time 154 cm was premium steel, you know, that was great. So why this one is much more cheaper than this one was, I don't know now, but why this one is, because these are same materials, G10 steel, better steel, I mean thicker steel, 154 cm, you know. And why this one should be much more expensive than this one? Why? Okay, I'm sorry about that. Thank you very much. Have a nice time and see you next time. Bye.